You only need one quality to succeed. There's this concept of discipline, and discipline is that one quality to succeed. Most of the other things come from that quality. Discipline of mind, discipline of body, discipline of spirit. Now, here's the funny thing. A lot of us have grown up to think that discipline is something bad, something to be abhorrent. But really, discipline is freedom. Jocko Willink talks about it, Bob Proctor talks about it. A lot of the greats have really kind of put it down to a science, where discipline is something that we need to harness, something that we need to practice day in and day out, because discipline is freedom. If we do the same thing day in and day out, we get the same results, because we don't have the discipline to do the hard things that may not necessarily be fun in that time frame. See, when we're wanting to stay in our comfort zone, when we're wanting to do the things that we want to do all the time, we're not doing the things that we need to do to get where we want to go. And that's why so many people are broke or kind of lacking that fulfillment in their life, because they don't have the discipline to go and get it. So if you think discipline is a bad word, listen close, because this is probably for you. Truth is that discipline is the ability to give yourself a command and then go and execute that command. It's really that simple, because if we're able to go, I'm working out at 5:30 in the morning, or I'm finishing this project, the distractions fall away. Now, life gets in the way sometimes. I mean, I'm a dad of several kids, and 2 of them are twins, and they're 14 months old, and believe me, distractions get in the way. But I'll tell you this, on the things that I know that are important, I have decided I'm going to do, I stay up a little bit later. I work with twins in my arms. I dictate on my phone. Just whatever it takes to get the job done. Maybe it's a little bit of outsourcing, or whatever it is. Conscript an older kid to help out with a task. But there's a way. If there's a decision, it gets done. So realize that if you don't do things differently, you won't get different results. And I think a lot of us fall into that trap. So Bob Proctor makes this interesting example that he goes, you don't need the money to decide to buy a house. Think about that for a lot. Most of you probably went, wait, you need a loan, you need this, you need that. This is the old way of thinking. The decision comes first. The discipline to decide. So if I want, let's say, my dream home, I don't go and get the money for my dream home first. I go pick out my dream home and said, this is it. This is what I will have. Then I make it go happen, right? Make it happen may take 10 years. It may take 5 years. It may never happen. But the decision to do everything in my power to make it happen is what comes first. You got to set that star up high. This is what I'm going to get. I've decided. And then the rest happens along the way. But see, a lot of people say, I want that, and then go all the reasons why they can't. So it's not going to happen, because they're in the old way of thinking. They haven't actually decided. They go, I want that, but then I'm deciding to wait for that until I have this. But this never happens because they're not pushing themselves to get that. And that's the crux, right? That's why so many of us are caught in these patterns that never really change. So how do you get around this? How do you make discipline better? It's like a muscle, right? We start off weak and then we get strong. Schedule your day. When are you waking up? When are you going to sleep? How long are you going to work on this? How much effort are you going to put into that? The more structured you can make it, the more kind of fluid your day becomes, because you really find what's important and what's not. We truly fill our time with just worthless stuff because we think it's important, but it's not really helping us get to wherever we want to go, and therefore remove it from your life. It's so much more freeing once you get rid of all the little crap that's in that's in your life that you really don't need there. My wife did an interesting exercise where she logged 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes she logged what she did for that 15 minutes. And it sounds like an incredible amount of work, and it is. But it makes you really appreciate all the little moments in your day that aren't really being productive. And then you also have to train the mind to be disciplined. Where your focus goes, your energy flows. It's a Tony Robbins quote. If you focus on the wrong things, your subconscious will create that, because your subconscious does not understand reality. All it does is follow what it's told. It takes all the input as truth. So if you feed it, oh, I need the money first, then all you're going to think about is the money, not the goal. If you think about all the how you can't have something, all you will do is find the reasons you can't. So if you focus and make reality in yourself where you're really wanting to go and how you really want your life, or what you want in your life, be it your partner or your kids or your job or whatever it is, really create that in yourself, and then your subconscious goes, okay, we can do that, and it will start finding all the ways you can have that. Whereas most of us get stuck in this paradigm of, well, I can't do this, it's not perfect, I don't have the funds, I don't have the resources, so we become resourceful-less rather than resourcefulness. So it's a very interesting shift, and it's a small one too. It just takes practice, discipline. And this is not going to be easy. It's a journey that's hard, and this is why so few people have it. And the ones that don't have it really kind of get angry at the ones that do, because they don't have the discipline to become free. And I think that's where the lashing out, that's where the pain happens, because they get mad at the ones that do, because it's something that they haven't been able to find themselves. So if we can teach all those people who need to hear the message, I think we can change the world with that. Let me know how you want to do your discipline. What change are you going to make today to become more disciplined? Love to hear from you in the comments. If you need help with this, reach out to me. I'd love to work with you. Otherwise, have a beautiful day.